Hi, my name's Johnny, and today we are taking a look at the V51 from Vintage. If you are new around here, please like and subscribe for more videos just like this in the future. If you hadn't guessed already by the name and what it is, this is Vintage's kind of take on the 51P bass. There's kind of nothing new about this bass, and that's kind of the point in a way. So let's quickly go over what we've got before jumping into some sound demo. We're going to hear the DI with an amp sim, and both of that with rounds and flats as well. Before we go anywhere, I have to say that Vintage have very kindly let me borrow this bass for this review, but that never stops me from saying what I think. But I just have to let you know that they have sent it to me, so therefore it does class as an ad. Let's go. This bass is for sale for £429, although after doing a quick Google search, I can see that some retailers have got it up for around $325. So it's actually in direct competition with the Squier Classic Vibe Precision bass. It comes in this beautiful classic two-tone sunburst and also a really nice vintage blonde. The 50s style Fender P bass is well known for that Telecaster style headstock, and you can see Vintage have done that justice by having that slimmer headstock, and it is a bit more rounded than the original, and I actually really like it. I think this looks great. 43mm nut width, so standard kind of 50 style bigger neck, but then a kind of like more modern C-shaped style neck, which doesn't feel too big in your hands, which is often a problem I encounter all the time. It's a gloss finish on the back of the neck. I kind of wish with these bigger necks that they'd have satin finishes, so it's just a little bit easier to get around, especially when it's getting nice and sweaty. But, you know, imagine this is to keep the cost down. The fret job on this bass is impeccable. There is no sprouting frets at all, even at the top end, and yeah, I'm really impressed with that. I'm actually really impressed with these tuners as well. Vintage basses come equipped all with Wilkinson hardware, so really good tuners and a really good bridge as well with these classic brass saddles. Moving on past the maple neck, we've got this older body with a single ply pick guard, and then of course with the classic 50s tug bar that you've got here. It makes me laugh because on Vintage's website they say this is a thumb rest. Now it's a thumb rest if you put it up here maybe, but no one's resting their thumb down here and playing. Unless, guys, we had it all wrong. This is the way that Leo Fender intended it to be played. Classic Telecaster style controls with just a volume and a tone pop with this very lonesome single coil non-split pickup. Now, one of the slight differences from a classic 50s P bass is it's not a slab body, which is really good. It's got this nice belly cut here, make it a little bit more modern, and then a slight curve for your arm here, so it kind of caters a little bit more for that modern touch with the slightly more modern neck feel and the advantages you get on the body. But how the devil does it sound? Like I said before, we're going to listen to the DI, flats and rounds, and an amp sim as well. The amp sim is, as always, the Line 6 HX Stomp, the Gallien-Kruger head, the Ampeg SVT cap sim. I think this bass sounds really, really good. It suits rounds, it suits flats. I think like with the tone rolled off, it's really nice with fingerstyle. I think with a pick, it's fine. With these 50 style basses, they tend to sound a bit more aggressive and less tame than a classic kind of later 50s style P bass with the split coil pickup. So overall, I do prefer the slight tweak to the P bass that Leo Fender made, but that doesn't stop these from being really, really good in their own right. If I was going to grumble a little bit, I'd say the pickup is lacking a little bit in low end and output compared to some of my other basses, but it's not terrible and I think it is accurate to this kind of bass. Setup out of the box is fine, a little bit buzzier, and I don't know if I love the strings that were on it. The ball ends on the strings are like blue and black, and I don't recognize those. If you know what brand of strings these might be, please let me know in a comment down below. But yeah, I would personally change the strings out on this, and I think that would help this bass massively. Overall, I think this bass is built super well, with some really nice features and a fit and finish that I think pushes it slightly beyond the Squier classic vibe. One other thing you might want to bear in mind though is brand recognition. I definitely think that something like this is less likely to sell on the second-hand market compared to a Squier. So if you're comparing the two, you might want to bear that in mind as well. But must be said, overall, I think, personally, my opinion, not a fact, my opinion is that this bass is slightly superior. Let me know in a comment down below what you think about this bass, and let me know what other basses you'd like to see me review. If you're a fan of vintage basses, I am also going to be reviewing the distressed V4 as well, so make sure you subscribe and stick around for that review coming soon. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.